Let's talk about genius leadership training basics. It's not just enough to be a leader. You'd like to be an outstanding leader. You'd love to be able to make such an impact, do your job so well that people come up and say, you just must be a genius. How did you know how to do that stuff? We all know people that are outstanding in leadership in our lives. Well, those of us who have worked in teams, there's always people that stand out. They're able to go through problems, go through situations, overcome obstacles, keep the team together, and get the thing done. And so let's talk about some training basics that can help move you up, not to just where you can get the job done in leadership, but where people can see you've got a special dynamic insight, a special ability to get things done more than most, because that's how you're going to move up and that's how you're going to make yourself more valuable, have a bigger impact. Let's talk about, if you talk about basics, very clear to get on the big things. You don't want to be like the nitpickers, the people that are nervous ninnies running around, majoring on the minors. You want to keep the focus on the big things. And here's what the big things always come down to in leadership. If you look at, the thing they say about leadership, look over your shoulder if you think you're a leader, see how many people are following. That's what kind of leader you are. So you want to look at your team. You're going to look at, if you're leading, there's got to be something that you're targeting on. There's a reason that team comes together. You've got to have a goal, a mission, a purpose. And then the other thing is what? Time. The whole reason to have a leader is to rally people together, get them organized, look at the block of time, look at what you've got to get done, and then get on the attack. So what you want to do is, once you've established the big things, then it's a matter of breaking it down a little bit. So these are the biggies. Those are the bigs. And so you're going to be pulling those together. So you got to understand what's going on inside the team. Who will you be working with? Who will you be working with directly? Who are the stars? Those are the people that you are going to lean on the most to get this thing done, that you're going to be able to work through to the rest of the team. The goal comes down into what are the parts? How do you break that down? And so, well, who will be responsible for different parts of this thing? A goal is you want to win, you want to get it done, but there's going to be pieces of things that have to be done that different people will do. And so you want to assign those out. Here's your responsibility. If we're going to win, if we're going to get this done by a certain time, you've got these things to do. You just focus on that, leave the rest to me. And you're doling out the responsibilities, because no one person underneath you, see, you're the person. The genius leader is the one who's responsible for the overall campaign. What you want to break it down is to where the people underneath you know exactly what they're responsible for. Not their job to be responsible for the whole campaign. That's your job. They'd be interfering with what you do. But they've got to have a primary responsibility by this time frame. So you break down the time. And you've got to get it down into bite-sized chunks that you can manage. If it's a long campaign, people will tend, you see, the human nature is to mess around, waste time, and do it at the last minute. You want to avoid the last-minute rush. And if there is a last-minute rush, what you want to do is have lots of little deadlines, lots of milestones, lots of deadlines, checkpoints, milestones, places where by the time you get to the quarter point, the halfway point, three-quarter point, people know you've broken down the goal to where we should be, where we're tracking. It's like going on a trip with a car. By such and such time, we need to be here, or we're going to have to pick up the tempo. So as the leader, you want to be in control of all of these things. Why? You want to be able to pull them together so you can get it done. When you have a team, it's the leader's job is to pull everybody together, keep them moving on the right track. The genius leaders are people who don't almost do it. They get it done. If you want people to trust you, they've got to know they do their part, they listen to you, they follow your instructions, the team is going to win because everybody wants to be a part of a winning team. And just to wrap it up, because these are just coming the basics, you want to get it done in style. And that means not a desperation, luck up right at the last minute, whoo, just pull it off. You want to get it done where you have a little margin for error, where everyone feels like they made a contribution. Well, let's just say that like they're a part of it. It wasn't somebody else one. It was their where they're taking it personal. They're excited about it. They got a sense of accomplishment. They want to brag to their friends. I was a part of that. And also, you want to get in the process, you want to get the team to grow. Your leaders, your new stars, you want to be developing in the process of getting the job done. You want to be developing new abilities. People got experience. They develop confidence. See, this leads you to bigger and greater things because what you want to be able to do is to get it done, to win, but do it in a way, when we say in style, where people are looking forward to the next one. It wasn't a mad dash, desperation, panic thing. It was fun. They were a part of it. They grew. And as a result, they're looking forward to the next one. Because of your leadership, you made it seem easy. I mean, it was hard. Everybody worked, but it wasn't that hard. It was something they can't wait to get involved in and do again. That's what the genius leaders do. And you can be a genius leader. That's some of the basics. We'll be looking for your comments. Maybe you've had some experience in this arena. Also, you're welcome to subscribe, like so many are doing, to our channel, and we can learn together.